Good afternoon. Good afternoon. What a day. What a day. What a day. It is. What is it? I feel like it's like Saturday, but it's not. It's Wednesday, y'all. Wednesday, June 16th. I am Tamara Johnson Shealy. And you know what time it is? You know what time it is? It is Keeping Up with Congress, y'all. Keeping Up with Congress. Thank you, Lions Den, for joining me over in the clubhouse space. I see you, family, chiming in over here on YouTube. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Let me go ahead and share my screen. So those of you that are watching live right here on YouTube, you can see what I'm talking about and ping some folks into the room. We're going to get this party started. It has been a long day. It's been a short day, but it's been a long day, y'all. I have been working diligently. You know, this Friday, I will be making my formal announcement for those of you that are coming to the ATL for Juneteenth. Make sure you make it to the Georgia State Capitol on Friday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. on this Friday at the Georgia State Capitol, sponsored by the United Sons and Daughters of Freedmen. The United Sons. Let me put their information on the screen. I think that will be, so you can see they have a beautiful website. The United Sons and Daughters of Freedmen, y'all. They will be sponsoring an event at the Georgia State Capitol. A Juneteenth Justice Rally, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. I will be making my formal announcement. They have some phenomenal speakers, but I will be one of those speakers, and I will be making a formal announcement on this Friday about my rodeo, this last rodeo, y'all. I'm telling you, there's nothing else for me to do here in the state of Georgia. I know for a fact it's it for me. I don't have another run. We either going to win this or we're going to win this. So we're not going to put anything else on it but a win. So I will be making my formal announcement at the Capitol. So if you can join us, the United Sons and Daughters of Freedmen, at the Georgia State Capitol on this Friday at 11 o'clock a.m. to 1 o'clock p.m. There's a lot of great activities going on in the ATL Juneteenth weekend. If you can make it down, I'm telling you, it'll be worth your while. Found out, I think at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium, Centennial Park, there's all kinds of Juneteenth celebrations going on. I would encourage you, if you can make it on down, come on to Atlanta to the Juneteenth celebration and join us at the Capitol. I will be. So what I've done today is I've been trying to venture into these clubhouse streets, and I've been on making some calls and just trying to raise money, y'all, because I have been invited down to South Georgia to two speaking events for Juneteenth, one on Saturday, one on Sunday, and an opportunity to visit two other cities next week in South Georgia. So I am committed to getting back on the campaign trail. What we have now, y'all, is time. You know, we don't have a whole lot of money, but here's the flyer for the Juneteenth Reparations and Justice Rally. We don't have a whole lot of money, but y'all, we got some time. So we're gonna have to make sure all of our dollars are working for the greater good. So I'm gonna get down into South Georgia and really start the campaign again. You know, call out those that are, you know, acting like they're for reparations and not. Let's really be intentional about, you know, getting the message out and getting this campaign off the ground. So go to the website, Tamara for Georgia. Let me play my little commercial, y'all. I got my little commercial, y'all. I'm trying to be a little more organized with the way I host this broadcast. I'm going to join you over in the clubhouse space in about 23 minutes. Thank you for tuning in for Keeping Up with Congress. I am Tamara Johnson Shealy, your candidate for the United States Senate. I'm a progressive Democrat that believes that reparations will make America great. It is time that we bridge the divide in this country. Please go to the website. That's tamaraforgeorgia.com. www.tamara, Please join me Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here for Keeping Up with Congress. All right, well, let's dive into. I always like to bring you reparations information. I keep my eye on what's going on across the nation, specific to reparations. But here's an article about Detroit. Detroit City Council pushes ahead with the reparations initiative. So this is Detroit, y'all. Detroit is a city now that we got to keep our eyes on. We've been watching Evanston. We've watched Amherst, Massachusetts. We've watched Asheville, North Carolina. Now we're going to have to keep our eye on what's going on in Detroit, y'all. Detroit City Council is moving forward with an effort to support reparations for African Americans. Still don't have it quite right, but we needed to say descendants of chattel slavery, not just African Americans. Yeah, still gets confusing with this language. It goes on to say the President Pro Tem Mary Sheffield's resolution, which passed Tuesday without objection, aims to lay out a foundation to create a city task force or commission to design what reparations may look like for Detroiters and how to make it happen, whether through a committee or higher level entity at the state level. So the fact that Detroit now is pushing an initiative, y'all, I keep telling you, we are on the right track. We are on the right track. This is Detroit. It goes on to say Sheffield said there are multiple community-led initiatives for reparations. It says you have a proposal P, then you have the petition-led initiative, which is trying to put the question on the ballot. The ideas we're kind of waiting to see is what happens with those who are not duplicating something that may be placed on the ballot. So this is them trying to make it a ballot initiative as well. The resolution also states that African Americans have been unjustly enslaved, segregated, incarcerated, denied housing through racist practices in public and private markets, denied mortgages, displaced and face racial steering, redlining, blockbusting, gentrification, and more. So Detroit is serious, y'all. We're going to keep our eyes on what's happening in Detroit because, you know, like I say, we're watching these other cities. We're watching these other cities. So that the fact that Detroit now is saying they're interested, I keep telling y'all we're on the right track. So don't get discouraged. Don't get tired. Don't get weary and well doing. We're on the right track. Let's just keep pushing. I know this is a lot. A lot of us go to sleep with this, wake up in the morning with this. We just live this, but we're on the right track, y'all. There's another article here that says the study shows that reparations to Black Americans could have decreased COVID-19 transmission rates across the U.S. I thought this was interesting. This actually looks like Minnesota. I see some. It's funny how we activists, you know, we know each other. And this gentleman that's in this picture, I do believe this is Minnesota, and I do think I know who this activist is. So we're out here in these political streets, y'all. Those of us that are doing the work, we're out here in these political streets. I'm gonna actually send this article to him and see if this is who I think it is. But this article goes on to say reparations for Black American descendants of persons enslaved in the United States would have decreased COVID-19 transmission for Black Americans and the population as a whole, according to a new study conducted by a team of researchers, including our very own, y'all, including our very own William A. Dr. Sandy Darity Jr. So he has been a part of this study. Said that reparations are being considered as a way to ameliorate the inequities, including Jim Crow laws, hyper-incarceration, redlining, lethal policing, and unfair housing and credit markets that Black Americans have endured over the past several centuries due to legacies of slavery, said Eugene Richardson. Goes on to say, motivation for the study came from the concern that researchers who use mathematical models for infectious disease don't incorporate things like inequity and social justice. So the study used Louisiana as a model, largely due to the availability of COVID-19 data, disaggregated by race and census data on overcrowding. Louisiana also has one of the highest rates of income inequity in the country. Black Americans in Louisiana live in significantly more overcrowded housing than the white population and are much more likely to perform frontline work. So It goes on to say the simulation predicted that this redistribution of wealth could have led to a 30 to 60% decrease in COVID-19 transmissions across the entire population, reducing transmission in the highest risk group, reduces transmission throughout the entire population. So this was a quite interesting study that our very own Dr. William Sandy Darity was a part of. So yeah, we know what happened with COVID. You know, not only did it impact our community the worst, you know, we've lost our so many, over 40 some odd percent of our Black businesses. This was detrimental to us. The data shows that the median wealth income of Black, you know, of those of us who are Black in this country, Black America, will be zero by 2053. COVID has totally sped that up, y'all. So this is, you know, it's all we can do is sigh and keep fighting. Like I say, every time I get tired or feel like this is too much, I just remember that our ancestors worked from sun up to sundown behind a whip. So we can't ever complain. We can't ever complain. So let's just keep going. Let's just keep going. So let's dive into the bills. Let's dive into the bills. Again, I am Tamara Johnson Shealy. Go to the website, y'all. Make a donation. If we're going to get down to South Georgia for the next 7 days, we're going to need some money to do it. So please go to the website, donate what you can. Again, we will be making a formal announcement on Friday. That means hopefully we'll garner some additional attention. We'll get some additional support. We don't have to keep begging like this. But right now, this is seed money, y'all. This is seed money. This is seed money. We got to get on the campaign trail, and we got to do it Friday. And the opportunity to be gone and be out there for a week is in full force. So I need you to contribute. Please go to the website. Again, Tamara, TAMARA 4FOR, Georgia spelled out .com. Oh, here's another article. Wait a minute. That's not what I want. Okay, let's dive into the bills, and we're going to dive into this article. Senate Bill 446. Senate Bill 446 is the Informed Consent Act. Informed Consent Act. This is Representative Joni Ernst, Republican out of Iowa. Informed Consent Act. Here's what it says. Ernst introduces a bill criminalizing abortions, hysterectomies without informed consent. So it says Republican Iowa Senator Joni Ernst introduced a bill Thursday that would criminalize any sterilization or abortion procedure performed without informed consent from the patient. The Iowa Republicans' legislation builds off of a September 2020 whistleblower complaint that alleged mass hysterectomies were performed on immigrant women by Dr. Mahindra Amin without their consent while they were being held in Irwin County Detention Center in Georgia. Amin, a rural gynecologist, has denied any wrongdoings. Now, that's right here in Georgia. I'm going to tell you what, when I was on the campaign trail in 2020, I remember riding, and some parts of Georgia are so remote, y'all, just no man's land. Georgia has a lot of land, y'all, and a lot of it has nothing on it. And I just remember in a stretch of like one day, as I was out there traveling around campaigning, I remember passing like 3 detention centers. And I do believe this was one of them. And it just was an eerie feeling like, damn, Georgia, I mean, are we still housing that many of the nation's prison population? And I'm really going to dive in and do some investigative research to find out what are we really doing here in Georgia. But I'm not surprised, going back to this legislation introduced by Senator Joni Ernst, Republican out of Iowa, about what was happening here in Georgia. I'm really not surprised. This article say whether it's a hysterectomy or an abortion, a doctor or any individual that, for that matter, must not be able to perform these procedures without the consent of the woman. Ernst said in a statement, under this bill, if they do so, they will be committing a crime. This is simple and straightforward. and something everyone pro-life or pro-choice can get behind. She says it's not that hard. But this is Georgia. She's an Iowa legislator, but that happened right here in Georgia. Let me make my screen a little larger for those of you watching on YouTube. I see you family over there. Thank you for chiming in today. All righty, let's keep it moving, y'all. Let's keep it moving. Senate Bill 447, Senate Bill 447, Educational Opportunities Act, Educational Opportunities Act. This is Mr. Marco Rubio, y'all, Republican out of Florida. We really know who he is. we all know who that Marco Rubio is, Republican out of Florida. I was wondering about this bill. I'm like, educational opportunities. And I don't ever know when Republicans really see education as an opportunity. So I knew it was something behind it. So I definitely looked this one up. It says, Senator Marco Rubio reintroduced, because he's been introducing this bill for many legislative cycles now. So he reintroduced the Educational Opportunities Act to expand school choice. I knew it. I knew there was a reason to expand school choice to more families through a new federal tax credit. School to expand school choice to more families through a new federal tax credit, y'all. Rubio first introduced the legislation in February of 2013. Goes on to say the Educational Opportunities Act would allow individuals and businesses to contribute to qualified scholarship granting organizations that award need-based scholarships to students to defray the cost of attending private schools. Here's his quote. He says, American students' potential should not be limited by the zip code their family can afford to live in. Says by incentivizing investment, this bill addresses disparities in our education system to ensure students are able to thrive in the school that best fits their needs. I urge my colleagues to support this legislation that will empower families and students with the tools they need to succeed in the middle class and beyond. Yep, we knew he had an agenda. School, this is school choice, and this is a tax credit. Sure, Marco Rubio. Senate Bill 447, y'all. Senate Bill 448. Senate Bill 448 is ensuring kids have access to medically necessary dental care. Ensuring kids have access to medically necessary dental care. This is Senator Cardin, Benjamin Cardin, Democrat out of Maryland. What is this? Oh, okay. To amend the Title 21 of the Social Security Act to prohibit lifetime or annual limits on dental coverage under the Children's Health Insurance Program and to require wraparound coverage of dental services for certain children under such program. So this is making sure our children have access to medically necessary dental care. Okay, we can appreciate that, Democrat Benjamin Cardin. Senate Bill 449, Senate Bill 449. This is the Dental Loan Repayment Assistance Act. Dental Loan Repayment Assistance Act. Senator Cardin, Benjamin Cardin, Democrat out of Maryland. Look this one up, y'all. Look this one up. The Dental Loan Repayment Assistance Act is to help increase the number of dental and dental hygiene faculty in the workforce by assisting dental and dental hygiene training programs to attract and retain faculty through loan forgiveness. There are nearly 6,500 dental health professionals shortage. There are nearly a 6,500 dental health professional shortage areas nationwide. Nearly 60 million Americans struggle to find a dental provider, even with insurance coverage. Says by 2030, the Department of Health and Human Services projects that the United States will have a national shortage of 16,000 dentists, y'all. So this is a profession where they are already seeking to give some loan forgiveness. So if anybody you know want to go to school to be a dentist, tell them to do it right here, right now. Sounds like this Senator Cardin is pushing to make sure that There's not a dental shortage, and if you go to school to be a dentist, you'll have all your, well, some of your loans or part of your loans forgiven. Senate Bill 450, Senate Bill 450, we're halfway there. I will join you over in the clubhouse space in about 7 minutes. So we're halfway there. Senate Bill 450, the Emmett Till and Mamie Till Mobley Congressional Gold Medal Act of 2021. So they want to give Emmett Till and his mother, Miss Mamie, a congressional gold medal. Congressional gold medal. You know, I don't know who is this. Let's dive into this one. Richard Burr, Republican out of North Carolina. Let's take a look at who he is. Y'all see? Okay, so why are you doing this? Why are you doing this, Senator Richard Burr? Why do you want to give Emmett Till and Mamie Till a congressional gold medal? We understand that the congressional gold medal is the highest honor, but I don't know how much of an honor what happened to her and her son. What happened to her son, and how, you know, she with the casket open and for all the world to see. Like, I don't know why. I don't know. I don't understand this legislation. Senate Bill 450. Yeah. I see you over there, family. Bill Burr, yeah, Richard Burr, yeah. I don't understand him giving this congressional gold medal in honor of Emmett Till and his mother. What is that all about? It just don't feel, something don't feel right. Something in the water, like we say here in the South. Senate Bill, yeah, the highest civilian honor for Till and his mother. I don't know. It's kind of weird to me. Let's go on to the next bill. Senate Bill 451. Senate Bill 451 is the Composite Standards Act of 2021. This is Senator Shelley Capito, Republican out of West Virginia. Y'all, I didn't know what they were talking about. Composite standards. See, I told you, this is why we have to do our research, our homework, know the legislators, know the game, because some of the stuff I don't know, and you won't know. We have to research so that we can be prepared, because we will not get reparations without negotiation. So this is the Composite Standards Act. It's a legislation that would establish a design data clearinghouse to disseminate existing guidelines and standards for using composite materials in infrastructure projects. Specifically, it would direct the National Institute of Standards and Technology to develop a clearinghouse to disseminate guidance on composite technology and sustainable infrastructure. A lot of words, and I still didn't know what the heck it meant. So I kept digging, y'all. I kept digging. I didn't let it defeat me. I don't like to be defeated like that. So I looked it up. So composite materials is a combination of two materials with different physical and chemical properties. When they are combined, they create a material which is specialized to do a certain job. For instance, to become stronger, lighter, or resilient to electricity. They can also improve strength and stiffness. So it's a combination of two materials. So I didn't understand what it was, but this is federal legislation to address it. Like I said, we will not get reparations without negotiation. So we got to learn and be abreast of all of this. This is S451. S452, we got about 5 more minutes, y'all. S452, the Willie O. Ray Congressional Gold Medal Act. Willie O. Ray Congressional Gold Medal Act. This is Debbie Stabenow. Debbie Stabenow is a Democrat out of Michigan. Didn't know who Willie O. Ray was. Looked him up. Willie O. Ray, y'all seen right here on the screen, is a Canadian former professional ice hockey player, best known for being the first Black player in the National Hockey League. So he was the first Black player in the National Hockey League. So Willie O. Ray, y'all. Willie O. Ray. Didn't know who he was, but now we know. So that's Senate Bill 452. You know, I wonder, let me go back to this. Senate Bill 452. You know, I'm wondering, like, thinking back on this Emmett Till, do they just try to outdo one another with who they're going to give an award to? Is it like showing up like they just try to show up each other? I don't know, y'all. Keeping up with Congress. I'm thinking about this Willie O. Ray. She's given an award to invite you up to speak. Nina, come on up to the stage. Raise your hand again. Let me see. There you go. Come on up to the stage. I'll be with you guys in about 3 minutes. 3 minutes. Be with you in just a minute.
Okay, thank you.
Senate Bill 453. Senate Bill 453 is the Chipper Act. The Chipper Act, this is Senator Casey, Robert Casey, Democrat out of Pennsylvania. I looked that one up. The Chipper Act is the Children's Health Insurance Program Pandemic Enhancement and Relief Act. It is designed to continue support for state children's health insurance programs during the public health emergency during this COVID-19. This legislation would extend enhanced federal funding for the Children's Health Insurance Program for an extra year for states that take certain steps to bolster their CHIP program. So this is the CHIPper program, Children's Health Care, Senator Robert Casey, Democrat out of Pennsylvania. Couple more, y'all, a couple more. Senate Bill 454 is the K2 Veterans Care Act of 2021, the K2 Veterans Care Act of 2021. I looked that one up. This legislation would establish a presumption of service connection for the veterans who served at Karshi, Kanabad Air Force, K2, in Uzbekistan. I don't know where that is, but and who have since been diagnosed with toxic exposure-related illnesses and diseases, requiring the U.S. Department of Veteran Affairs to provide health care and benefits. So this is something very specific to the VA, our veterans here in this country. Richard Blumenthal, Democrat out of Connecticut. Our last bill for the day, family, our last bill is Senate Bill 455, is the Wild Olympics Wilderness and Wild Scenic Rivers Act. This bill designates, number one, certain federal land in the Olympic National Forest in the state of Washington as wilderness and as components of the National Wilderness Preservation System. And two, certain other land identified on the same map as such proposed areas. So this is taking special interest. I told you in land, but I take special interest, y'all, in food, air, water, and land. I know we're going to have to negotiate on a lot of things in Congress, but we're going to have to all get this right in this country, Democrats, Republicans, when it comes to food, air, water, and land. Not a whole lot of negotiation there, but I want to thank you, y'all. We are at the half hour. If you, again, have not gone to the USADOF website, the United Sons and Daughters of Freedmen, this reparations rally is Friday. I am super excited. I will be making my formal announcement about my candidacy to the United States Senate. I'm sure we're going to ruffle some feathers when folks hear about this, which I think it's already in the grapevine. That's how Georgia is. I'm sure your states are like that as well. You know, you tell one person and say, well, I haven't said anything yet, but I'm going to tell you. That means that they're going to go tell somebody else. So in Georgia, we say, go run, tell that. Go run, tell that, because we already know they're going to run, tell that. Y'all, we're a little country around here, so forgive us. But I am Tamara Johnson Shealy. I ask that you go to the website. Y'all donate. We're $1,600 short. We got a 7-day trip ahead, that where we can make some tremendous headway right now. We don't have no money, but we got time. So let's utilize the time that we have. Let's throw some seed money at this. Let's get this campaign off to a phenomenal start. Let's hit the road, y'all. Let's hit the road around Georgia. This is an opportune time. We have 2 speaking engagements that I have been invited to, and 2 cities that we can go in and really make some headway. Let's not wait. Because big money is going to be spent against us. Just know that. Right now, nobody's campaigning, but we can do it. We definitely can do it. So please go to the website. Hit me up on Cash App if it's easy for you. The THE Tamara for Georgia, all spelled out. So put THE, the Tamara for Georgia on Cash App. Do whatever you can, y'all. Every dollar helps. We are in crunch mode right now. So do whatever you can. Go to the website. I am Tamara Johnson Shealy. Clubhouse family, I'm getting ready to come over there with you, and we're going to chop it up. My YouTube family, as always, I'll put your comments on the screen on my way out, and I will see you tomorrow right here, 5:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.